So 3 former McDonald's employees filed a federal racial discrimination lawsuit against a fast food giant at one of its franchises. So the employees who used to work at the Rock Island, Illinois McDonald's, it says, submitted a claim to the district court for the Central District of Illinois on October 13th. Okay. So it said the plaintiffs included Celinda Middlebrook, Stephanie Stevens, and Luther Gray, who's representing his 17-year-old daughter. They said now it named McDonald's Corporation, McDonald's USA, LLC, and Ghetto Incorporated, the franchise owner, as defendants. Now, according to their attorney, in the court documents, the general manager of the Rock Island location treats black employees less in favorable than non-black employees, including by discriminatorily cutting their hours, leaving them with less income to support their families. The attorney also claimed the managers made disparaging remarks and derogatory statements against black customers and employees, is that the managers referred to black people as ghetto and lazy and have the wrong attitude and cannot do simple tasks. Now, check this out. And this is why we cutting off everybody from us, okay? So it said a Latina manager stated in the presence of employees that black employees were lazy and then Latino employees are the ones doing all the work, okay? And we know about that racism in that particular community. We know about it. And that's fine. People can be wherever how they want to be. And this is why we're cutting the strings off from everybody. Everybody getting cut off from us and what we got going on, because we got to focus on our issues and our problems and fight for justice for what we need. We're not going to allow people to constantly use us and abuse us. Let's call it what it is. That woman wouldn't have that job. It wouldn't be for black people. See, that's why we got to cut everybody off. We got to show people that you don't have what you have without black folks. And the black folks are the only ones that's the leaders of getting set-asides for people outside of the Mzungu. But that's fine. We're doing that. We're taking care of that right now. We're cutting everybody off. You do you, we'll do us. Because we see, obviously, you didn't want no coalition. They let us know constantly they don't want a coalition. So that's fine. No problem. We do us. And we're circling our wagons on that. Now, Middlebrook got a job, at McDonald's to support her newborn daughter. And say, however, she claims the hours she received resulted in $40 paychecks. She said, I'm a new mother, and I started working at McDonald's because I wanted to provide for my baby girl. He said, every dollar in my paycheck was an investment in her future. He said, in our family, he said, but McDonald's quickly turned that dream into a nightmare. She said she also accused the management of verbally abusing subordinates. She said, at work, my black coworkers and I were harassed and racially stereotyped. Saying we're ghetto, lazy, smelly. These are some of the words that say McDonald's managers use to describe black cooks and cashiers at our store, and that even called me a waste of space and I shouldn't exist. I mean, look at that. This is how they being treated, okay? Now, of course, the owner found out about all of this after this lawsuit was filed, of course. Trina Gendron, that's her name. She says she's running a values-based led organization, and she's against discrimination, harassment, or retaliation of any kind, and is not tolerated in her restaurants. She said that she takes these allegations seriously and is currently reviewing the complaint and investigating these allegations. Of course you're going to take it seriously. A lawsuit has been filed. Why not take it seriously? You could have took it seriously before, but you chose not to. Now, this is the 4th lawsuit against McDonald's in 2020. It say in September, 52 black former McDonald's franchisees have filed a $1 billion lawsuit claiming that the corporation was putting them in undesired locations. In July, 3 former McDonald's employees who used to work at a Florida location filed a racial discrimination claim. Okay, and it was amended October 13th to add claims. 2 of the plaintiffs were fired for seeking legal assistance. And then another lawsuit was filed in January. It came from 2 black executives who accused the company of racial discrimination. So McDonald's has been a pattern of racism. Now, I don't go to McDonald's like that. McDonald's food is not good for us to be eating. None of it whatsoever. So that's just on a health aspect. But the way they're treating black people, they don't deserve black support. When you see a pattern, and the attorney says that the reason why they feel good about this case is there's a pattern of racism with lawsuits with McDonald's. So let's see what happens with this particular case. Like I said, I don't go to McDonald's, and I tell anybody who watches me, don't go eat at McDonald's. Don't. Your health, means a lot more than the crap that they're offering you. And for sure, you don't need to be dealing with any kind of company that got people like that owning franchises or hiring people that's trying to say that only their people's on one that work, but not, nobody. You know what I'm saying? Oh, we work more than you. Like, please, you didn't build this country. Go build a country. Go build your own country. Matter of fact, show us how your hard work is so much better. Because you come over here to work. Like, why didn't you work in your own country? Show us how much you're not lazy over there, right? So don't give me that you come here and you work so hard. Yeah, after everything was built, after everything was set aside, after all the blood, sweat, and tears, the dogs, the clan, and everything else that we fought for, after all that work was done, and you want to come slide in and talk about we work harder than you. Like I say, like I said before, that's okay. We're cutting everybody off, from our group like that. You're not gonna be sitting up here stepping on our backs no longer. But leave me a comment. Let me know what you think about the situation that happened with these, brothers and sisters over here at McDonald's. Continue to file the lawsuits and bring it out, because the black world definitely needs to know that McDonald's is not a company you need to be supporting.